Anyone that's been following the vlogs has seen these couple of tubs of predominantly Lego Star Wars stuff that's been kicking around the storage unit, and it's time to have a little rummage through and see what gems we've got for the used section of the store. So what I'm doing is, I've already made a start, but I can't move the camera around too much, is I'm kind of breaking down sets into different colours, the popular ones, the not so popular ones, you know, the type of thing. Pulling out any minifigure parts, there's a Poe Dameron that I found, and just kind of separating things out in terms of colourway, and then I'll go on and I'll break that down into part, and then see what we've got in terms of what's in the used drawers and what's not, if there's any high value items, things like that, and get those listed. So I thought I'd just record a segment of this and see how it goes, really. I think it's one of those things that some people quite like to watch. I don't want it to take up a whole vlog, so really it's just going to be me trawling through this, making a hell of a racket, and waffling on a bit. So as you can see, big bulk of Lego Star Wars. I think that's an A-wing originally. I don't know if that's the actual pilot for the A-wing. The helmet's got some teeth marks in it, so that's useless. And I don't know about that minifigure. Where is he? There he is. I don't think he's Star Wars, but I don't know. And I don't know if you can see the teeth mark on that, so I'm going to chuck that one into the bin pile. And the minifigure can go in there. Nice straightforward canopy, always a popular piece. It's got a little bit of dirt on the underside of it. I think it's just something cleanable, so we'll put that aside. I think that might be an original dark grey piece. I don't know, kind of looks a bit darker than normal. It's easier to see when you put it in with a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so I'm just kind of taking apart bits that look interesting. There's a nice cockpit canopy piece there, printed tile. I haven't seen many of those, so that's a good one. And obviously some dark red pieces. They're always popular, a bit dusty, but yeah, some pretty good parts on this one. Dark reds over there. These are not easy to find in dark red, I think, which is good. So I'll just pull those apart using the brick separator. Chuck those over there. Got a little tub down here for trans things. There's another piece that you don't see many of. I don't think I've got any of those in stock, so that's good. Straightforward cannon piece again. I don't know whether these are dark blue grey or just the old-fashioned dark grey. They could be dark blue grey. There are little bags in here that have obviously come out of sets, so I'm just going to put them to one side and sort them out another time. Don't want to get too bogged down in breaking everything apart too much straight away. Otherwise it'd be a bit boring for you watching it. So what else we got in here? We got a I think that was a BB-8 poly bag, wasn't it? But I imagine those printed tiles do alright, given that so that's a nice little find. And otherwise there's a few bits in there. Some nice little orange corners there. Haven't got any of that, I don't think. Oops. A bit lively. Oh, there's oh no, it's not. I thought it was going to be those little corner pieces that have started to appear here and there. Yeah, so that's in there. Another bag of stuff. Oh, what's in here? There's some. Is that a Darth Maul of some variety? Some wicked legs. I've never seen those before. What else is in here? A clone with large eyes head. Another one of those. I think that's a Mandalorian helmet. Couple of leg assemblies. Lightsaber. Some weapons. Another helmet. Same one. Yeah, I think that's definitely Mandalorian. I don't know whether that's Death Watch or something, is it? Don't know. Like, I know a fair bit about Star Wars, but I'm definitely not a aficionado. Anyway, strange bag. And then there's another. Oh no, it's half opened. Someone's obviously been in that and taken some parts out. Go on the floor. There's one of those, they're getting harder and harder to come by. There's a few nice little console things in there, so they're obviously going to be new parts, which is good. This looks like another. It's got an IG something or other in here, like a silver one. That is pretty cool. And a grey one of those blasters. I haven't seen one of those. That's nice. That's a good find. Yep, well I think that goes with like the A-wing or something, doesn't it? Some more plastic that I don't need. Right, dive a little deeper. We've obviously got a Krennic's shuttle, that one, in there. We've got a Han Solo's speeder, half built. The makings of a B-wing, a couple of good cockpit pieces, good windshields. They're always good. Another nice cockpit piece there. That's pretty good. These this is the quad jumper, isn't it? Some nice parts in this to be had. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of ransack for the good bits to start with, like these flat silver pieces. I think they'll be pretty popular. We've got a few of those kicking about. Just get into the right bit. Where does that go? That way. Yeah, nice. So there must be more in there. And obviously you've got the cylinders and things like that. So that'll break down nicely. There's another one of the, oh, there's a minifigure jetpack. It's always good. A couple more canopies. I think there'll be a lot of good canopies coming out of this tub. That definitely looks like an old school dark grey gun piece and dish, and that's a horrible colour. And we get another tub for putting the things that look like they are dark grey in. And I'll stick that over yonder. This must have been part of Luke's medical chamber. Again, clear panel, storage cupboard. I know these dark blue drawers are not easy to come by. This one's got some scissors in it, little minifigure accessory, couple of drawers, a nice container. I know I sold a couple of those recently. Another one of these quad jumper pieces. There's a good printed tile there. There's another one of those. I don't know how many were in that set. I think that's a Rebels piece, isn't it? Kane or Ezra's speeder bike. This is that AT that nobody ever wanted apparently. Though I thought it was quite good with the funny coloured leg. but apparently it wasn't a very good seller according to M&R Productions, and he knows more than me, so I'll bow to his superior knowledge. With a little bag of new bits, another one of these quad jumper wheel arches, the wheel hubcaps really, aren't they? What's this one? Well, that's the part of that, isn't it? Nice little printed tile there though, like that. A couple more on the back here. It feels like like Junkyard Challenge, doesn't it? Just ransacking stuff for interesting parts. So is this what people do at conventions? There's a interesting torso. Maybe he goes with those Mandalorian helmets. Excuse me. There's just some white bits. It's all good. Some more of that. It's definitely one of those medical chambers. They look a little bit discoloured. That one's absolutely scratched to crap. I suppose being they don't look great colour. It's hard to tell sometimes with these white bits. I think sometimes they come out of the brand new packets looking like they're discoloured. You kind of have to sit them amongst a whole bunch of other white to really get a feel for whether or not they are discoloured. But these things have not been in the direct sunlight or anything. They've been in these containers for quite a while. That one's absolutely munted on the edges. Great plate. The whole body of the B-wing there. Oh, yeah, there's one of those. There's a couple of backpacks in there as well. Just take this canopy off. There's a printed tile. Is that one piece or is that two pieces? Is that one piece? That's a cool piece with some stickers on it. And then there's a couple of backpacks in there. Those kind of indoor style backpacks. And there's a nice display in there. A couple of these black seats, they always go well. And a grey panel there. It's good. God, keep finding these, don't we? Now, I imagine people are sitting there looking at the bucket going, get to that, get to that. Well, all that goes to prove is that you know what you're looking at better than me. That looks like another. Is that the same one as that? Is that the one we had out before? Just moved around. Oh, more of the B-wing. Is it the B-wing? No, is it? What is it? I can't remember. It's something bomber, isn't it? Some nice not printed tiles. Yeah, those canopies are good though. I don't think they're printed though, are they? Jeez, find that another day. There's another good little thing in there. If we just get into there, those little tiles. Those ones always go well, I find. So that's a good find. Is that what I've just been tearing apart? Don't know what that's off. That was, oh, that must be the 4+ TIE Fighter because it looks basic as. But another printed tile in there. Whoa, look how discoloured those are. How is that? Like, none of this is really old stuff, eh? Is that discoloured as well? Yeah. But that one's not. Those two are. Wow, they are absolutely green. Oh, there's those, there's the bombs out of the bomber. I wonder what they go for. A very dusty. How has that got dusty in a bucket? Speeder. Man, that is filthy. Wow. Another one of those tiles. Just bought a load of them. Got a whole bunch of them in here. So that's good. That must be off of Mos Eisley's Cantina or something, isn't it? Dark tan. Whole bunch of tan. Some light grey, dark grey. Tan. Oh yeah, that door's pretty good, isn't it? Nicely made up of those parts. Just making sure I'm doing this on camera. Suddenly conscious that, is that a silver bit? Yeah, it is. Where am I going to put silver? Put them over there. A load of dark grey. I know I'm jumping around in here, but it really is just to try and get a feel for what we've got in here. Looks like another TIE fighter or something, doesn't it? With a black tile this time. Okay, let's move things this way. Plo Koon's spaceship, terribly discoloured, but that is a nice piece. It's a sticker, but I think that might be old school dark grey. Not sure. Kind of looks it, so I'll chuck it in that one for now. That printed dish is probably pretty good. Let's take some of these greens apart, just for a bit of a change of scene. Oops. Just trying to get to these printed tiles. Oh, these stickered tiles. Oh, there we go. These stickered tiles. With them having the Ghost logo on it, it's probably fairly relevant right now, what with Ahsoka and stuff like that, so pull those off. Get rid of you, get rid of you. What's in here? Oh, that's that Knights of Ren shit thing, wasn't it? What a terrible set that was. Half built underneath, wasn't it? Dark blue. Don't have any dark blue sorted out, but there's some more interesting parts. And there's a definitely don't have one of those. That's nice. Yeah, good. Another little bag of bits. Chuck that in there. Shift Kylo over this way. What's that from? Is that first order transport of some variety? Got quite a lot of trans stuff. There's a ooh, that's nice. Must be a flag of some variety. That's a bit old school, isn't it? It's the old prequels, isn't it? But another good console piece, if I can get into it. That's a nice bit. A little, that must be the old light grey. I'm going to put that with the dark grey over there because they definitely stand out as different colours. There's a bunch of those things. Control displays, always good to have in the store. That's obviously that's terribly discoloured. Don't know whether that's showing up on screen, but man alive, that is just bounced off the table and down the back. There's another interesting looking stickered piece. Not sure what that's off. But welcome aboard. Oh, the quad jumper. I know it was designed to blow apart, but man alive, eh? It's all over the place. Another one of those. Not sure what that is. There's a couple of oops, projectiles, definitely projecting. Oh, and Anakin's interceptor. Nice canopy, that one. If I can figure out how to get it apart. There we are. That's a good one. Nice. It's got the old Venator. Same logo as the Venator on it. Sweet. That's a good one. Oops. Yeah. It's definitely a bit of a horde of different sets in here. An X-wing of some variety, but another good canopy, another control piece, some good parts in there to be had. Again, I don't really know what that is, but doesn't matter once it's all taken apart. There's another one that's really quite discoloured. Don't know what that is, but they're flat silver little doodads. I know I don't have very many of those, so that's good. A whole bunch of those, that's nice. Like a little bonnet, pretty good. That's the wing off of a X-wing, isn't it? A bunch of that kind of stuff, which is good. Another wing of Anakin's thing. Come back to that one. Bit of a hard task. There's a another stickered part. I know it looks like I'm just jumping about all over the show, innit? That's because I am. Oh man. They're pretty good. Little sail type things. A Republic fighter tank. Oops. It's in pretty much complete condition, that one. There is. Wow. That's the original, isn't it? The original X-wing. Those tan tiles. They're not in bad condition. Cockpit's okay. I dare say those parts are not easy to come by anymore. Original dark grey 2x1 with the hinge on the top. I don't think they make that part anymore, do they? Which might mean it's not anymore on Bricklink. That often is the case with these older parts. They're sometimes listed for deletion, and then once they're gone, they're gone. which is a shame, but I don't know what you do in that instance. I wonder if you just put them in. I read somewhere there was like a custom section. I wonder if that's where they go to live. That is the gun turret off of the First Order troop transporter, isn't it? Which right, where were we? Digging. Oh, that is Poe Dameron's X-Wing, isn't it? Hiding down the bottom there. It's obviously a bit of a Force Awakens moment. Bunch of parts, isn't it? Silvery little wheel thing. It's all good, isn't it? Just gonna keep digging, see what there is. More X-Wing. Don't know what that is. Let's see if there's any skeleton hiding down the bottom. Old school one. I know some of these have got like wibbly wobbly arms now. Or at least the Lord of the Rings ones are a bit different. But I don't know what set he would have been out of. I don't remember him being in a Star Wars set. That must be one of the feet off of the AT-ST. That's off the Land Speeder, although it's a bit munted. The sticker has shifted. Oh, that's what it is, the sticker slid on the thing. So that's no good. Some kind of shooter from... Just a little cup down here for other bits. Is that turn or something? There you go. Nice. Another one of those ladders. Always popular. Oh, that's a scout trooper, isn't it? Or scout walker, whatever it was called. From the battle pack. There's a few X-Wings in here, wasn't there? Is that the third one? Trying to see what's in this bottom corner. Excuse the noise. Parts of a snow speeder. Is that a sticker tile or is that a tile? Yeah, the hell is it? Is that a sticker? I think that might be a printed tile, that one. It's kind of so close to the edge to edge almost. That's nice. Not seen one of those for a while, if at all. There's another printed tile piece. This would be good for the inventory count, won't it? A whole bunch of printed tiles. I've forgotten how nice that Poe Dameron X-Wing looked. A couple of those elastic bands. It's a good find. They always are hard to find when you're trying to put back together a model. Is that a bark speeder or whatever they call it? Off of something. Yeah, that's a stickered piece, but that little widget piece that you used in the blacksmiths a long time prior. Don't remember seeing it until then, but it shows how much I was paying attention. whole heap of blue. It's back to Kane's Bads. This must be Yoda's training or Dagobah training or something like that. This olive panel. Good colours in that set, aren't there? When you think about it nowadays, with all the kind of the castle forest men type stuff that goes so well, it was beaming with this olive and dark green stuff way before its time. Don't know what that's off. Oh. Some plates. Is that a sticker? Yeah, I think so. It's a nice little trans neon green pyramid. This X-Wing's in a bit of a sorry state, eh? Some of it's alright, some of it's terrible. What I'm trying to get into is this control piece in the middle. That's a pretty hard to find piece right there. There's a couple more of those console panels in here as well. They used a lot more colourful bricks back in the day, didn't they? Kind of reds, yellows, blues, the more standard colours in part of their builds, as opposed to being kind of dominant grey all the way. They did mix it up quite a lot when they were doing their builds. Yeah, so not in fabulous condition that, but a few bits that are worth it. Man, that's another one that's absolutely filthy dusty. It might clean up though. You never know. It's like a whole other layer down here that I just can't get to. More of, I'm going to guess it's Mos Eisley's Cantina. Is that silver? Yep. I will keep putting my hands too far back, sorry. More silver. Missed. It's on the loose. Yeah, doesn't look like I'm getting anywhere, does it? A lot of bricks in here to work through. I was trying to, the quad jumper that just keeps on giving. How big was that quad jumper? I don't remember it being that big a set. Someone's ordered something off Bricklink. Keep going for a little bit before I go and see to that. Oh, one's escaped. More of that. think those have got some good value, even used. I had some new, but the buyer felt they weren't new, so he's returning them. So they'll go back in the store as used, just to be double sure. But I know they weren't cheap, so fair play to him. If he doesn't want something that's not quite up to his standards, I totally understand that, having been in that position where you get stuff. What I'm amazed is how many times I didn't complain. Like, it's one of the eye-opening things of having the store, is how how easy it is to just make an error, you know, send in a left wedge as opposed to a right wedge or something like that. I haven't done it too many times, but enough for you to think, Jesus. And I thought I was really paying attention. But what it does kind of hit home to me is that when I was buying lots of parts, that's a good piece, I think I only complained once or twice in terms of not having the right bit. I was definitely kind of not in the world that a lot of buyers are now, and fair enough. I mean, the prices are high, right? So you want to get what you're paying for. I totally get it, and I'm more than happy to fix anything like that as best I can. You know, if I've got the part, I'll send it. If I haven't, refund, whatever it is. These things happen, right? We're only human. But yeah, it's kind of I've read on a few blogs, kind of people feeling that everyone's after used, but they really want it to look like new and stuff like that. And it is difficult. Like I said a minute ago about the white parts, they come out of the packet, and depending on what the light coming through the window is, sometimes they don't look pristine white, and you kind of, you know, you end up second guessing an awful lot. And it is a tricky thing, and I've got a situation at the moment where I've got the wrong helmets on some Star Wars figures. The buyer is happy to keep them and use them because he's collecting all sorts, but you know, I used the Brickowl thing. I checked it, I double checked it, I looked at it, but the torsos and the leg assemblies and the heads are all first generation, whatever, don't know, Stormtroopers, but the helmets are the Rebels variant. So and I thought I had that one absolutely nailed down. What it does mean is I've got a whole bunch of Star Wars Stormtrooper figures that I'm just not confident that I've got the right bits, and I'm, you know, I know a little bit, but I'm definitely not an expert in the variants and stuff like that. So I don't know whether to just part out all of the minifigures that I've got in that section just to be safe, so people can just buy the parts they want, or keep them as a whole. Don't know, something I need to just reflect on over the next. Well, I've got to be quick about it, but you know what I mean. You've got to make a decision that's going to work best for you and the store. You know, what can you manage? What can you cope with? How can I make it more accurate? Yeah, things like that. You almost need like a little expert to come and look at them all and tell you, oh no, that's wrong. This is right. That's wrong. That would be the dream scenario. But dreams are free. Oh, that was a good one. It's disappeared. So if you've been watching the vlogs, you know I've got a bit of a chest infection at the moment. So if I'm coughing and sneezing, I apologise. But I'm battling through just for you. Actually, I'm doing this because it's really quiet in the store today. So I'm trying to make sure that we're moving forward on new inventory. I've got some part outs to do, but it gets a bit monotonous doing part. I can't get that apart. It can get a bit monotonous doing the part outs, so having the ability to chop and change and do something like this for a little while, or go on kind of audit inventory, which is another job that I've got kind of penciled in to start picking up here and there, just to check that stuff. There is some original dark grey, just to make sure that I've got quantities right. Is that discoloured? Doesn't look great. Things like that. So you do need that ability to chop and change what you're doing. There's a canopy of something kind of fancy. Not sure what it was. Oh, I keep dropping stuff. I think that's more of that dark grey original stuff. That must be off that original X-Wing, mustn't it? What else is down in this corner? More of that. I think we're just moving around the same parts now, aren't we? How long have we been going? I don't know. Anyone bored yet? Well, I guess you can just go and watch something less boring instead if you are bored, can't you? Such is the oasis of things to watch on YouTube. I've been watching Pop's Brick Shop. He's pretty good. Like a lot of these American, it's a good piece, isn't it? Like a lot of these American stores, it's got kind of a basement to work with, so kind of unlimited space where you can put up partition walls and stuff like that. They certainly do have that advantage in terms of scale that they can. I'm definitely not doing that far enough in screen, am I? They definitely have that advantage of having basements and things like that they can expand into, or like Brick in a Bucket, kind of the guy's parents' garage and half of the house, it seems, that they can expand into and utilise. It's quite a luxury compared to kind of, you know, Australian living, and certainly kind of New Zealand and stuff like that, where I was prior. Kind of it's definitely not an option. You know, you need space. Space is of a premium at the best of times. So yeah, I've been watching that, and who else do I follow? I like watching kind of different people. I tried watching Ralph's Brick Store. Can't quite get my head around him as a person. He kind of he's an interesting character. I'm not sure. A lot of people talk about him being kind of like a pioneer. I don't quite follow it really. Kind of it seems very chaotic in there. But again, another one that does an awful lot of eBay. Kind of, I don't know whether the fees are less in America or postage is easier to sort out in America for eBay. It's kind of I think with Australia posts kind of variances for ruler and stuff like that. Even on Bricklink, it's very difficult to be sure of your pricing. Is that discoloured or is that alright? It looks a bit better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, what should we get into here? I should really move some of this stuff. Shall I put some of this over here? Oh, I'll move some of this over here out of the way. We might be able to see what's down below a little bit more. Bear with me. Oof. Goodness. About that bloke thing. There's a lot of it that looks more quad jumper. Jesus, it's quad jumper, eh? Now I'm conscious that I keep doing things over here near me. You can't see them, can you? So this has probably been shit boring, which I guess the viewing figures and when it all drops off will pay testament to. But we shall see. Hopefully it's kind of interesting, and if people do like it, I can do some more of it as and when I do it, really. Me sitting here talking to, that must be from the escape pod, mustn't it? Me talking to myself is a regular occurrence. Most people probably think I'm mental. walking down the street, gibbering on to myself, but it is what I do. A lot. Oh, there's that tile. It's a nice sticker. It's like an X-Wing, no, TIE fighter in the sights. Oh man, got it. I see some juicy bits down here. There's a, try not to drop it in the bucket, you idiot. Death Star coming into, what was that from? It's a good little piece though. I think I saw Chewbacca, because everyone wants another Chewbacca, don't they? God. Does anyone actually ever buy a Chewbacca? I've got quite a few in the store, no one's ever bought one. I think that's because everyone's got a Chewbacca, haven't they? Same with R2-D2 and C-3PO. If you've managed to get anywhere in life without owning several of those, I don't know what you've been doing. Because they come in everything, don't they? Oh, keep dropping stuff. Must be getting fatigued. What's that from? 501st. That must be the walker out of the 501st thing, which I've just managed to take the best bits off of straight away. Yeah, nice. It's not a lot of blue bits. Sorry. Drugs are kicking in a bit. After a few days now, they're starting to kick in at least. Oh, right. It's one of those projectile shooters things put in black. Nice. Quite a bucket of stuff, this, isn't it? More bombs. Just having a rake around on the bottom to see if there's anything magical hiding down there. Nice tan slope. It's pretty good. There's another one. I'd say so far, that's more speeder. So far, white, light blue, grey are the dominant colours. Oh yeah, he's in good nick. I think that's a fairly valuable piece as well. That's good. Plates are always good, aren't they? Oh, what was that from? Was that the Battle of Scarif? Is that the control panels for that? Is the Battle of Scarif going to be buried in here somewhere? That's those little sets that you fired things and they did other things, wasn't it? Got those for the kids. I think I enjoyed playing with them more than they did. It's the first time, like when I was a kid, you used to line up your action figures and then like try and shoot them over with whatever you had, water pistols, golf balls, marbles, whatever you were chucking at them. Yeah, so it was kind of like the modern day equivalent of playing that, and it was all very reminiscent for me, but my little boy was kind of just more interested in winning, and when he didn't win, it was a bit of a shit show really. Everyone gets a, oh I just put the dark blue in there, everyone gets a ribbon these days, don't they? No winners, no losers. crock of shit that is, isn't it? Used to get flogged if we lost. Not literally, obviously, before anyone calls social services. But there definitely wasn't. There was only first, second and third, and nobody really cared about second and third when you're at school. Oh, what's this? Somebody, oh, he's got a nice torso. It's in good condition as well, eh? No scratches, no cracks, awesome. Not sure what he is, but he's some kind of clone trooper. So we'll figure that one out. There's a good little find down there. A little bit of minifigure accessory tools. Storage box with some stud shooters in it. Or some trans red dots, I should say. About 10. So yeah, Scarif's in here, because that's out of Scarif, isn't it? And the medical chamber was definitely in this one. God, if we find a couple of shore troopers in here, that would be happy days, wouldn't it? A rock. What set was that of? Could be all sorts having slipped into here, to be honest. That's that snow speeder, isn't it? It's got the grapple hook on it. When was the last time they made a snow speeder? Was it the new CS one? Must be about time then. Oh, a little speeder bike. Good little find. Don't know what set that was out of. Nice little mini build though. Ewok attack, something like that maybe? I know I claim to know what I'm talking about, but not always. Oh, there's a couple of console pieces in there. Should grab those while I see them. Dark grey one. Black, 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 black. I liked that little Han Solo speeder, the car thing. That was a nice build, that. I enjoyed that. It was a good film. One of my favourites. Might be a bit controversial, but yeah, I thought it was a good film. There's another one of those Rebels doodads. Bit of rock. Oh, that's off. More extra. Let's move these out of the way. R2. Everyone needs an R2. And if you do need one, I've got plenty of them in the store. More consoles. That's pretty good. More bombs. Interesting to find out whether or not they are actually got any value or whether they're just whatever's. That's discoloured to hell, eh? Amazing how some bits go and some bits don't. Ooh. Trans neon green antenna whip. Nice. What the hell is that one? Is that off the back of the land speeder as well? Here we go. That's the base of Scarif. That's what that was early on. Dusty, but some more tree. It's not bad, not bad. I don't even have blonde hair. Big dish. Don't know what that is. Thought there might be more minifigure parts in here, but not really. Which is, you know, that's alright. Proves I'd done a decent job separating them prior to putting them all in storage. Right, who's he? He's definitely not Star Wars, is he? No idea who he is. Probably Marvel, isn't he? Anyway, over there you go. Another rubber band. Nice touch. Heaps of these. More of that, that's good. Good little collection of that. Is that the A-wing maintenance guy, is it? I think. Look at that tash. Man alive, porn star tash, that one, isn't it? Merv Hughes, look at the stubble. Oh, look at the fringe. Man, that is bad, isn't it? Excuse me, that's cool. He's good. Good little collection of minifigures starting to appear over there. Which is why I'm digging around the bottom before we call it a day. See what little gems have found their way deep down. Lots of these shooters. Snow speeder canopy. Done well on canopies, that's for sure. There's another one. I think that's an X-wing one. Apologies for the sniffing. Can't do everything at once. Oh, that's just dust. That's okay, just needs a bit of a dust. Oh, I have some bits of it are dusty and some of it isn't. pretty good. Sorry about sniffing, goodness. It's annoying me, so God help you all. Okay, what are we up to? Been going a while now, eh? Is there anyone left? Are you still there? Holding on in the hope that there's a gem just around the corner? Well, I'm not sure there is any more gems in there. I think it's just the labour of breaking stuff down now and working through what there is, and then kind of continuing to build up the actual colour piles. From there I'm gonna kind of do like a second sort, things that I think can go in the store quickly, things that I'm just going to keep on the back burner and add as and when things come in. If you've been watching the vlogs, you'll know kind of I'm limited on the space that I have available and can't recreate the scale of the new parts store for used. So I've only got one drawer tower that I'm using for used parts, and as such it's pretty time consuming finding parts. I've kind of introduced using cups within the drawers as opposed to dividers, so that I can keep all the plates and everything in one drawer, which I've only done on one drawer so far, but it seems like a good idea. Then everything seems like a good idea until you try it and it doesn't work, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Part of sorting through these drawers is going to be doing that kind of piece sort, and then kind of getting them in the inventory and seeing, just seeing how that affects sales really. Kind of hopefully it'll bring more people into the store and have an uplift on new as well as used part sales, because there's not many so far. I know I don't have a great volume of used, but I haven't had a lot of sales which haven't been a mixture anyway, so I'm hoping that continues to be the trend, and there's a bit of new and a bit of used in purchases, which will help kind of eat away at the used stocks whilst I replenish it and build it up, so that I'm not kind of needing to hit a massive amount of stock all at once. But obviously one of these tubs is a fair old whack of parts, and the idea is to get through both in November, so that space is kind of, those containers are emptied. So that's the objective. It's a lot of work, but hopefully we can get through it and see the positive impact on the store. I mean, that's all this really is. Really, it's just trial and error for me. Kind of, there isn't a guide to doing it. It really is just about what works for you, what works for your time, how you like to work. I like to think I'm quite analytical about things, so I like to try something for a little period of time, but not kind of hang my horses on it. Hang my hat on it. So that if it's not working, you can pivot and you can tweak it and you can adapt, so that you can keep it fresh really for yourself as much as anything, because it takes up a lot of time. Like today, this is like an hour's worth of time, and there's nothing been added to the store from it. So if you are one of those people that was all about return, then this is lost time where I could have been adding part out inventory. But for your own sanity, a little bit of variety goes a long way, I think. Yeah, so I mean, it's probably as dull as dishwater this by now, so I might wrap up. I might continue for a little bit without the camera, so that I can sniff to my heart's content. But otherwise, if you have enjoyed the video of me half showing you what I'm sorting through, because I keep putting my hands over here as opposed to over here, then please do leave a comment below. Let me know. Let me know if anyone's got any ideas of how you do this quicker. Like, I know, just a brick in a bucket have people that they pay to do their sorting, which is incredible. Definitely not at that stage. Definitely not at that stage, eh? So, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Give it a subscribe and be sure to tune in for the next vlog. Thanks for watching.